name is Beck, and you're the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell, so you're notified when new videos drop. So I wasn't going to make this video today. In fact, I wasn't going to make the video that inspired this video as well today. So I had a bunch of stuff uploaded, ready to go. I felt good about myself. I felt ahead of the game. And then I heard about this story about an interview that's on the comic culture Beat website, the Beat website. I will look at the website in a second. But while I was there, I saw a review of a comic book. Now, I've been doing contemporary comic book reviews, and you do better if they're awful comics, if they're awful mainstream comics. Now, the only problem with doing that is they're expensive, right? I'm paying like $4 or $5, a comic, and they're freaking awful, and I hate doing it, especially for digital. I just absolutely hate doing it. But I won't review it without buying it because I'm crazy religious, right? So then, while I was at this website, I saw they did a review of a comic book which got that morning while I was on on the bathroom in the morning. This is my morning activity. I go to the bathroom in the morning. I listen what's on YouTube. I saw a video by your boy Zach talking about this comic called Home #1, and he described it fantastically. And so I was like, oh my God, this sounds like the worst thing ever. I can't wait to not review it, right? I can't wait to, but I would like to do something on it. And then lo and behold, the good Lord provided. This website I went to had a review on it, a glowing review on it. So we're going to review that review, which I think is going to be much funnier than reviewing the comic, because I want to see what going behind this these insane people that carry water for this, like these awful comics. I'll describe it for you as your boy Zach described it to me, which sounds incredibly accurate. Before we read the review, let me know if you like this. I'm quite up for this. It's a whole new stream of programming that I don't have to pay for, and I get to rank on comics. So that's on awful contemporary comics, which basically does everything that I want in life. That ticks all the boxes. You know what else ticks all the boxes? Hit the subscribe button, baby. The subscribe button, the share button, the like button. All those things are good. All those things are freaking fantastic. Thank you very much. The algorithm went crazy like 2 days after destroying my channel. My channel has been throttled to hell. I was demonetized like a month ago because essentially I kind of believe in God. I'm a bit of a Bible thumper, and I was like going, generally speaking, men and women are women. I guess some people are fluid, but mostly we're not, right? YouTube didn't like that. They demonetized my channel. No, none of that naughty talk for you. They did demonetize my channel, and they've been throttling my channel growth until yesterday or the day before. I had this incredible spurt, and then doom, died, just stopped. So I think it's because you guys are hitting the like, share, and subscribe button and commenting. Commenting is really, really helpful. It feeds the algorithm, so please keep doing that. If you subscribe, make sure you're still subscribed. If you want to be super nice, go check out my Indiegogo. Now, just closing this out, I'm waiting for one more piece of artwork, then we're going to sprint to the finish, right? Two awesome graphic novels, but I want to close this out because I want to launch the mailing list for the next one. Because I'm just excited about it. So listen, we'll just go. I will go through it. If you get both books, you get a whole bunch of extras. You get For the Male Gaze art cards. I will say, let me just zoom in a bit. If I can make this smaller like this, I can make this bigger. And there you go. Speaking of making things bigger, this seems to do the trick. There you go. How do I zoom this over? That's better. There you go. For the Male Gaze. They started off at 4. Now there are 6 freaking awesome art cards based on my 12-year-old masturbatory fantasies. They still work pretty good today. 12 when I was 12 years old, that was about 38 years ago. So yeah, it keeps on ticking. These fantasies. So they're all genre related. Of course, we have Keeping the British End Up, Party Like It's 1999, bit of Space 1999 action. Don't even think it's Citizen, but Judge Anderson, I'm thinking it. No Hanky Panky in the TARDIS. Now, I just want to point out, this is something that most people won't pick up on, but I do because I'm a graphic designer. I got the lettering, the font just right for each card. So we've got the very 1980s Doctor Who font for No Hanky Panky cranking the TARDIS. While over here on the Star Trek one, which is the next one, we use a Star Trek logo, a Star Trek font. I'm sensing strong emotions, Captain. And finally, the latest one we added is the Forces female. The Forces female. I think I'm going to do another on my next campaign. We'll do another run of the male gaze cast. So collect them all. I think this is the only time you're going to be able to get this bunch. You can just get the extras on their own, like $10, but don't get the extras. Go buy the comics. I want you to buy the comics. And then if we hit $8,000, and we're hopefully heading in that direction, everybody gets this A2 poster as well. Like 18 by 24, 22. Nice size. It's a nice size poster. There's add-ons. There's The Eyes Have It. And Great Balls of Fire. Indeed, Great Balls of Fire. And then we got this the last poster that we'll be launching. And that will be signal the end of their campaign. You know who's used to the end being signaled. That will be the comics beat. The comics beat. So anyway, reviewing this comic book called Home issue 1. So this is basically insanely racist. Lying propaganda about immigration. That's how it seems to me. It's a story of this wonderful woman from Guatemala who seeks asylum in America because her son is being preyed on by the Guatemalan gang. So just to recap, this is how asylum works. Asylum says, I'm in my country and my country is so insanely dangerous. I can't stay there because my life or my family's life is in danger. So she says that her husband was killed by the gangs and now they're after her son, her local gang. Right, so and there's nowhere else she can go other than the hundreds of miles journey to United States. There's nowhere in Mexico, or there's nowhere in between Guatemala or America where she can go to find safety, because everywhere outside of America is a 1980s hellhole, right? Everywhere is like a Central American dictatorship. Everyone's being shot constantly. So that seems a bit racist. There's a bit of a racist way of looking at Central America, that nowhere in it is safe to live at all under any circumstances, right? If you want asylum, you got to go to America and only America. So that's not really how asylum works. But anyway, so that's the first thing. So the second thing is, she might have just been able to go to a different town in Guatemala. No, all of Guatemala is a nightmarish hellhole. So when it takes a month trek of walking to get there, and by the time she gets there, she finds out that she didn't know. In this whole time that she took to get there, she didn't know that Donald Trump became president, and then. Instituted a zero tolerance policy for people abusing the asylum process, which this character does appear to be doing, who's got a very fishy story that doesn't all come together. Like, the gang wants to kill your son, your 8-year-old son. Why do they care about your 8-year-old son? What's going on? Why is your 8-year-old son being targeted by these gangs? Like, what's going on? I don't think that's going on. I don't think that's happening. So anyway, she gets to America. Everybody there, every white person there is evil, right? It's just pure evil. And they're like, get out of here! We've had enough of you! And so they put them through processing. Which seems a very reasonable form of processing. They got to go for like a medical examination, and they go into the room and they're like, I'm cold. And there's blankets there, and they don't use the blankets. It's the weirdest thing. And then they have to separate the child from the parent. Let's say you're arrested, right? You're arrested for like you got some warrants out against you, and you got your kid with you, right? So then you pulled over, right? You have an arrest warrant, so they got to take you into custody. Do you want your kid to go into jail with you? No, that seems a bit dangerous. They have another facility for children. No, that's terrible as well. That's all terrible as well. You can't do that. because that's inhuman and evil. Any form of processing is inhuman and evil. That's basically the understanding. And all the evil white people just want to hurt you, even though they're giving you food, blankets, accommodation, and they're like doing everything like that. But no, they all did. And at one point in the comic, when she finds out she's got to be separated from her 8-year-old son, who is again, they're running from Guatemala hundreds of miles because there's nowhere safe because this local gang wants to kill her 8-year-old son for some reason. Again, very, very, very fishy story. So he said, can I just go back to Guatemala? But you just said if you go back there, you're going to be killed. That's the point of asylum. So it sounds like you don't really need asylum, right? So that was the takeaway that your boy Zach had from this book. I am not buying it and reading it, but I am going to read this review of it. Let's see, see how much bullcrap lies are they going to say? Because essentially, it's not that they want a more humane system. It's not that. They want open borders with no checks whatsoever of anybody will be able to come in under any circumstances of the country. Any border is immoral. Right, that's really the rationale they're coming from. It's quite clear. So let's see if that theory pays out. We're reading this review, shall we? So it's by Julio Anta and Anna Wizzik. The artwork doesn't look very good either. But okay, let's read this. Superbooks have long reflected the social and political challenges of their times. I guess so, yes. The X-Men were initially inspired by the civil rights movement. Superman has fought for issues from prison reform to helping the environment. But again, okay. Superman was a response to the German idea of the Übermensch. The Übermensch being the superior being. And they said, the Germans said, no, that's great. Let's kill all the Jews, and we can all be we can generate the superior being. There, that's the plan. Whereas America, two Jews, by the way, Siegler Schuster came up with took the idea of it as being a superhuman, the Übermensch, and they said, well, this is going to do something that's never been done before. We're going to have the strong help the weak, right? And we're going to help the strong help the weak to be strong, right? That's such a purely American idea. So that's where Superman came from. So Superman, prison reform. In the first year of Home, writer Julia Anta and Anna Wojciech continues this important tradition of barefaced lying all the way through. I mean, like, none of the immigration officials are wearing any uniforms. If you're white, you're evil, all right? It's just, and there's a scene in it where they come in to start being processed, and the guy in charge doesn't speak Spanish. Like, no, there's no way you can rise in the system where you need to speak Spanish, where if you can't speak Spanish, right? Again, just lie after lie after lie after lie to put false racist propaganda. Oh, also, on their trek from Guatemala to America, they didn't hear about Donald Trump becoming president. Really? That was a bit of a news story, right? And as they get there, all the new regulations have been put into place. So he was elected in November, and so the inauguration wasn't until January, and then it takes about two to 3 months for the new policies to get into place. So it's been 6 months? She's like, see, and all the way there, all the way over, all the way through this trek through Mexico, Central America. There's no internet. There's nobody knows about Donald Trump. Nobody's heard it. Nobody's talked about it. Seems a bit fishy to me. I just don't think that's going down. So we get a taste of how harsh immigration policy impact refugees through the eyes of Gomez, who and also they have no ID. They have no documentation whatsoever. Yeah, and there's a great as called Army on the Ground. Was it Army something or other, right? I think Army on the Ground, where they talk about this is from a couple of years ago, where they're talking about voter ID. They're all going nuts in Georgia about that. And it's all the white college students, all like these white privileged college students say, well, minorities, they can't really get IDs. They don't know how to do it. And then they cut to them going to Harlem, and you go, do you know what the DMV is? Oh yeah, it's just down the road. Do you have ID? Like, well, of course I have ID. I'm an adult. What the hell? And it's like, it's just this insanity that they completely believe in and completely live in. So we get a taste of the harsh immigration policies through the eyes of Gomez, who is seeking asylum with his mother Mercedes. Strong pacing from Anta, observant yet stylish artwork from Wise, and vibrant color texture. And the artwork really doesn't do it for me. I don't hate it, but it's a bit. I guess whatever. Immersive in a painfully real world. No, it's not real world at all. It's lie after lie after lie. A world of train cars, border crossings, and detention centers. Again. What system is okay for who's reviewing this? Do they have the name of the reviewer here? Maybe at the bottom. Doesn't say. Like, who's reviewing this? What system of immigration is acceptable? Explain. What system of immigration is no, none. If you hamper them in any way, it's wrong. Doesn't matter. Okay. Detention centers. We don't know much about our characters yet, but it's hard not to identify with their confusion as they're swept up in circumstances beyond their control. They decide to walk across Central America to get to America for no reason whatsoever. They are completely in control. Again, why are these people? Why are they infants? I understand. No, it's beyond their control. Their backstory alludes to past trauma and could easily be the subject of a future issue. Oh, that's good to know. It might make sense. So we see the marginalization of individuals at the border who are mostly non-English speakers. Yeah, that was the scene I was telling you about where the guy in charge can't speak Spanish, which is completely fraudulent. Like, it's a complete lie. That never happened, right? It's not possible to happen. Much of the conversation is actually happening in Spanish, shown with the electric orange lettering. That's quite a good idea, actually. And while a translator provided for our main characters, he doesn't seem to be telling the whole story. The urgency of the color, which especially was mostly suppressed or ignored, reinforces the feeling of frustration against the dehumanizing system. Again, what system? They go in. They get given food, they get given refuge, they get given blankets, they get education, entertainment. This is shown in the comic. They're not like they're thrown into a pit. They're like, and then medical attention. The kid is sent to but essentially it's a kid's school. They're on a school bus and with other kids his age who speak his language from his culture. Right? I don't get it. I don't get what's so inhuman about this. And the story they have is pretty darn fishy. Oh, who is this Donald Trump? I do not understand. I have not heard that. Really? That doesn't sound very, very, very convincing. Sometimes the dialogue seems a little on the nose, but I appreciate the team was probably trying to cover a lot of ground in the first issue. It's a testament to the book's skillful story construction and a motive art that I found myself more and more angry as I turned the page. Yes, because it was feeding into your nonsensical, completely fraudulent worldview. That's completely detached, 100% detached from reality. Completely, in every way, shape, or form. But you like getting angry, right? And you're trying to make sure that anger felt righteous, right? You felt good about yourself, and then you didn't have to look at what an awful, crappy life that you've made for yourself. That's really what's going on with these people. And while some of the antagonists so far seem very cruel, other enforcers seem mostly caught within the cruel gears of the system. Again. From what was shown in the comic, nothing of it was cruel. Let's see if they have any pictures here. We left everything behind to come here. The gangs, they were after my son. For what? For what? They were after my son. They were going to kill him. Why were they going to kill him? What? Could they not have just gone to a different town? We're looking for asylum. My sister-in-law, she lives in Houston. She's a nurse. So maybe give her a call. before you come in? Maybe give her a call. I don't know. We plan on living with her. All right, calm down. Come on. Everything's going to be okay. Yes, we're going to look after you. Everything's going to be. Come this way. We're going to get you settled and begin processing you right through this door, Mercedes. Thank you very much. We've come such a long way. And then they're in the processing center. Mom, don't cry. Everything is going to be okay, just like you said. That's right, baby. Everything's going to be okay. I mean, like. Again, give them food, shelter, accommodation, entertainment. I mean, I don't want to tell you, education, medical facilities. Okay. Nobody's ever treated me this well, okay? No one's ever treated me this well. I thought we get more and more angry. No, it's not a testament to the book's emotive art that you got more angry. It's a testament to you wanting to be more angry as you turn the pages. And also, I appreciate Anta has a history of socially aware storytelling, lying, and I'm interested to see more of his work. I'm not at all. I'm interested to take the piss out of it. That's always fun. I did not read anything about Home before I read this issue. I didn't read the issue. Because of this, I didn't predict the twist. I actually cheered. Home's fantasy angle. I don't know what the twist is. Home fantasy angle also helps rescue the heavy darkness, allowing us to keep looking at the subject head on, processing it safely while that the reality may be far bleaker for some family. It's Again, you're just insane. In this case, the true hope is us, the readers. If enough of us care, change is possible. If enough of us care to remove any borders, change is possible, which is what you want to do. I understand, but your idiot children that are going to destroy you. They're going to destroy the world. But okay, I guess we're caught up in that. So far, Home looks like to be an entertaining story for audiences. Well, young and old, it's entertaining at me, I guess. And within it, like the story will also inspire readers to learn a lot more about current affairs. Do you reckon it's going to go past issue 3? Do you reckon they're going to make to issue 4? I doubt it. With most first issues, there's a question left unanswered. I, for one, will want to see what happens with John and Mercedes and how Young's powers evolve. So apparently he could get superpowers. Who gives a crap? It's racist propaganda. Racist against white people, racist against Hispanic people, racist against the entirety of Central America. So a privileged white person can feel good about themselves. And there you go. That's exactly what this book is. My name is Elon Beck, and you are Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell so you are notified when new videos drop.